5 of the biggest daddy's money cars of all time. Number 5. The Maserati Ghibli, in particular like the base model Maserati Ghibli. When I see one of these driving around and I see a young adult or teenager driving it, I immediately think daddy's money. Dad paid for that car. He knows nothing about sports cars or Maserati in general. He just knows that rich kids drive Maseratis and they think it's cool. So, meanwhile, he only makes like 230 horsepower or something like that out of a little turbocharged engine, and the car is terribly unreliable and made from Chrysler parts bins. Number 4. Any white Mercedes Benz C Class, and in particular the C300 with the little 4-cylinder engine. When I see one of these driving past me, I immediately know the stereotype of person who's driving it. And I also know they probably did not pay for that car. Obviously, this isn't true for everyone. This is just stereotyping different cars that people drive. It's the rich kid from your high school who wants a Mercedes but knows nothing about the brand, but just knows that rich people drive Mercedes, so they go and ask their daddy to buy them a brand new one, so their dad picks out the base model C Class. Number 3. The Ford Mustang EcoBoost, in particular the smallest EcoBoost engine they put in it. Basically, the rental car special. You want to be big and tough, but you are rich at the same time and you have none of your own money. So you have to go to daddy and ask him, Dad, I want to get a muscle car, right? So your dad goes out and gets you a Mustang, but he doesn't want to spend any money for a fancy one because he knows you're probably going to crash it into a crowd anyways. So he gets you a 2.7 liter EcoBoost model. But you don't know the difference, do you? Because you're just a kid who wants a muscle car to look tough, but knows nothing about cars. Number 2, the BMW 3 Series, and I'm specifically talking about the 320i, which is the poverty spec 3 Series. They don't even make them anymore. But any true enthusiast, car enthusiast, or BMW enthusiast does not want this car. They make about the same amount of power as a Hyundai Elantra, and they're pretty gutless, soulless cars. The only thing going for them is they handle good. So any kid out there who has a rich parent and wants to get a BMW because, their friend has one at school, their parent goes out and buys them a 320i because it's fuel efficient, economic, it's quiet, doesn't have a lot of power, blah, blah, blah. So anytime I see one of these driving around, I kind of know who's driving it, and I know it's not a true car enthusiast by any stretch of the imagination. And coming in at number 1, a jacked up Jeep Wrangler that is white. If this is not the number 1, like, high school chick, blonde hair, under 5 feet tall type of vehicle, I don't know what is. This is like the biggest stereotype in the last 2 or 3 years. Everybody and their friend wants a jacked up Jeep Wrangler. I don't know why. They don't do anything except go to Dunkin' Donuts and Dick's Sporting Goods in this thing. But considering the price of one of these, I highly doubt they paid a single dime to buy it. But it's just funny to me to see these rolling around, never having touched anything but pavement.